Parents, welcome to How to Teach Kids 3 Functions of Nouns. The video will focus on nouns that function as subjects, direct objects, and indirect objects. It will close with a fun review activity called the Functions of Nouns mat,
where kids must read the sentence and then determine the correct subject, the correct direct object, and the correct indirect object. In this sentence, we have Becky rolled the ball to Buster. Becky is the subject, ball is the direct object, and Buster is the indirect object. Kids will then have several sentences to choose from, several subjects, direct objects, and indirect objects.
So begin by introducing the functions of nouns by reading this sentence to kids. Tommy cooked dinner for his mom. Tommy is the subject, dinner is the direct object, and mom is the indirect object. Explain to kids that a subject answers who or what the sentence is about. Ask kids, who cooked? The answer is Tommy. Explain to kids a direct object answers who or what is receiving the action. So ask kids, what was cooked? The answer is dinner. And then explain that an indirect object answers for who or what the direct object is for. So ask kids, who was the dinner cooked for? And the answer is Mom. So this is a template for kids to complete the first practice page, and it is also the template for the first demonstration lesson.
Have kids circle the subject of each sentence and remind them that a subject answers who or what the sentence is about. Since all of our subjects in these 3 sentences will be people, our hint is who is the sentence about. So start by reading each sentence. Tommy cooked dinner for his mom. Remind kids that it's who the sentence is about. So ask, who cooked? The answer is Tommy. So have them circle Tommy. Go to the next sentence and read it with them. James bought a present for his sister. Ask, who bought? And the answer is James. James is the subject of this sentence. Then go to the third sentence and read the sentence with kids. Becky rolled the ball to Buster. Ask, who rolled? Becky rolled. Becky is the subject of this sentence.
And this is the completed example. This is a template for the second practice page and the second demonstration lesson.
Have kids fill in the spaces with the correct pictures to complete the sentences. Explain to kids, as we learned in our last practice page, that these are all the subjects that are in the sentences. And there is a clue to help them. The actual word is written below each line. So let's start and read it with them. The took kids to school. They might go right over here and know it is the bus. If not, point to the word bus and then help them with it. So they should put bus there. Cooked dinner for his mom. Who cooked dinner? Who was the subject in the sentence? Tommy. And Tommy has his chef hat on. Okay, let's go down here. Bought a present for his sister, James. So we're going to put James here. And rolled the ball to Buster, Becky. So now let's read our sentences with our subjects in them. The bus took kids to school. Tommy cooked dinner for his mom. James bought a present for his sister. And Becky rolled the ball to Buster.
This is a guided practice page to complete with kids. Have them circle the subject in each sentence. And remember to begin with the hints in the first two examples. And this is a completed example. Now have kids circle the direct object in each sentence and remind them that what is receiving the action is the direct object.
Now have kids circle the direct object of each sentence, and they have a hint. What is receiving the action? So let's read the sentence with kids. Tommy cooked dinner for his mom. The action word was cooked. So our question is, what was cooked? Dinner. So dinner is the direct object. Let's go to our next sentence. James bought a present for his sister. The action, the verb, is bought. Our question is, what was bought? Present. And our last sentence, Becky rolled the ball to Buster. Rolled is the action. So we ask, what was rolled? The ball. And ball is the noun, so we just circle that. So our direct objects in each sentence are dinner, present, and ball.
And this is a completed example. Now have kids cut out the pictures and place the pictures in the correct spaces to make the sentences complete. The pictures represent the direct objects for each sentence. And this is a completed example. With your support, have kids circle the direct object in each sentence. Do the first two together. Shelley sent a letter to her cousin. Say the hint. What was sent? Answer, the letter. That is the direct object. And then read the second sentence. My uncle bought carrots for the cake. What was bought? Carrots. That is the answer. It is the direct object. And continue the same process with the rest of the sentences. And this is the completed example. Now introduce kids to nouns that function as indirect objects in sentences. Let's look at our hint. Who or what is the direct object for? Let's read the sentence. Tommy cooked dinner for his mom. The direct object was dinner. So our question is going to be, who is the dinner for? The answer is mom. So mom is the indirect object. Let's look at the second sentence. James bought a present for his sister. The question is, who is the present for? The answer is sister. Sister is the indirect object. And our last one, Becky rolled the ball to Buster. The question is, what is the ball for? The ball was the direct object, and now we're asking, what is the ball for? And the answer is Buster. Buster is the indirect object. This is a completed example. Have kids complete each sentence with the correct picture that represents the indirect object for that sentence. And this is a completed example. Now have kids circle the indirect object in each sentence. Do the first two with kids and remember to read the hint. But begin with the sentence, Shelley sent a letter to her cousin. The hint is, who was the letter for? And the answer is cousin. The second sentence, my uncle bought carrots for the cake. Question or hint is, what were the carrots for? Answer, cake. Cake is the indirect object of that sentence. And then complete that process with the rest of the sentences. And this is a completed example. As mentioned in the beginning of this video, we are going to end with the function of nouns mat. These are the templates that are needed to make the mat. This is the bottom mat that all the pictures will be stapled onto. This is the template with sentences, subjects, direct objects, and indirect objects. And these are the remaining pictures still needed to be organized and stapled onto the mat. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe. And as always, I will leave the link for all the teaching templates in the description section.